Okay, everyone. So you're working on the following assignment, graphing proportional relationships. So if you notice on page one, you have just some fill in the blanks that have already been filled in for you. So just a few vocabulary words associated with graphing proportional relationships. A relationship is proportional if the graph is a straight line and passes through the origin, which we went over. Proportional relationships have a constant rate of change or their slope, right? To determine if two quantities are proportional, graph the data set. Okay, so if you look here, there's a table that's given. So you're going to use what you've learned about coordinate planes and plotting points on a graph, and you're going to plot the following points. So even though it's in table form, guys, this is basically saying in this first column, sorry, this first row, one and two, this is the ordered pair 1, comma 2. Okay. So you would do the same thing for 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 8, 5, 10. And then you're going to plot each point. So the first one, 1, 2, is going to be done for you. So that's one space to the right and two spaces up, right? So you're going to plot the remaining points. And then afterwards, you're going to determine if it's a straight line, if it goes through the origin. And if it is, then you will state that it is proportional or it's not proportional. So you have to do that for these, okay? And this is based on the station work that we did on unit rate, which we're gonna go over as a group more in depth, but I just wanna see what you guys are able to do, okay? So then table two, same thing, you're graphing, and then you're determining whether they're proportional or not. And then slide three, you're just going to graph proportional relationships vocabulary. So you're going to provide the definition, an example, well, not an example would be, and an algebraic example. And the same thing for unit rate. Okay. Then you're just going to graph the following points. Okay. I know some of them are negative, but that's okay. Just try your best and we'll review it. Okay. And then this is going back to equivalent ratios, which we did before. Decide whether each pair of ratios are equivalent or not. Okay, so there's two sets of problems here. Um, I believe it's the same problem. I think they duplicated it on the slide that I got it from. So you just need to do this one time. Okay, and then once again, just more practice with determining if a graph represents a proportional relationship. You just plot this graph. Yeah, it's the reason why it's duplicated because the site that I got it from, it's assuming that we're in person. So instead of using one whole sheet, they doubled it up, but you're doing it only one time. Okay, so for this one as well, you're only doing one table. You're not doing it four different times. Okay, and the same thing, the last slide is this assessment. Okay, so we will review this in class on Wednesday during eighth period.